Hey everyone, how are you all doing? Today I'm taking a look at the Marvel Legends 60th anniversary of Spider-Man, Renew Your Vows, Mary Jane aka Spinneret, and Spider-Man 2-pack. And I actually did find this at Target. I was so fortunate to find it, and the thing has stopped. I don't know why. I am going to continue with this. This is not the mark for going into the accessories. You will hold on a damn minute. So let's just turn it back on and see if that does anything. Cool, it is. All right, so I was fortunate enough to find this at Target, and then I actually ended up caving before I found this and got a second set on eBay. So I did that, and the thing stopped again, but you know what? We're still going. So you know what? Just pay no attention to it. So I actually ended up getting 2 sets of this, and I'm really glad that I did because I actually did some modifications to MJ, like this right here. And I am going to use some of the parts from the other Spider-Man to enhance some of my other Spider-Man figures. So yeah, I was actually very fortunate in that aspect of being able to have a second set. And I was also fortunate enough to find it in the store and not, get 2 like wrestling figures, like the basic figures in it, because I saw that on Instagram of somebody doing that, and just, oh man, this windowless packaging stuff, it's only beneficial if you find something in the box. Like if you find it as they're putting the case out, or if you open it right in the middle of the store, which they shouldn't be able to get mad at you for it, because if it is in there, then boom, and if it's not, then you just saved somebody else something like that, so they shouldn't be able to get mad at you for that. Or if you buy it online, that's the only positives to this. Like, I get it, they want to do less plastic in the packaging, but like, at least give us the window, right? Like a little window, like you do with the Fortnite stuff, so we can at least know that the figure we're getting is in there. Like, I mean, come on, But anyway, that's enough about that. So without further ado, let's get into what MJ and Peter come with. So as you can see on Spinneret, aka MJ right here, she has a fist and an open hand, but then she also has this really nifty head sculpt with her hair up in a bun, which looks really cute, and then a little bit of bangs coming down and all that stuff. But then she also comes with the Mary Jane head, which I did put on the Mary Jane body, and the skin tone doesn't match up too well, but I love how this MJ head looks. I think this looks so good. I really do like it. And then if I bring in the old one as well, so you can see the difference in color between the hair and the actual face printing, because this one didn't have face printing on it. I think this looks good. I like this. I like the new one a lot better, personally. I like the color of this one, though. I like the wash in it. But I do like how because this one is more traditional for MJ, like she's got the actual red hair instead of the almost kind of purple-ish that other one had. And I think this looks good. But also, did they give her blue eyes again? Because MJ's supposed to have green eyes. Yes, they gave her blue eyes again. God damn it. That's fine. That's a simple repaint. We shouldn't have to do it, but it's a simple repaint. And as for MJ continuing her accessories, as I said, she comes with 2 fists, 2 splayed out, wall crawling hands, which is really cool. I'm really glad that we're getting a lot of accessories with the female characters, as well as the double jointed pinless. But then, of course, she also comes with the good old fashioned Spider-Man with hands that every Spider character needs to come with. And then, like I said, I did actually mod this second set, so her hair is actually on both of these. So you can have up both versions or down both versions, which is really cool. And now moving on to Peter. He also has 2 web hands, which finally he has wall crawling hands. It's really nice that we got that with the Spider-Man, because we got that with the Amazing Fantasy one and not the Iron Spider, which I'm still bitter about. But that's fine. I'm not upset about it. It's fine. And then, of course, Peter got to come with the whip hands as well. Come on, of course. And then the fists, as always. It actually comes with a Peter head, which looks really nice. It's the same Peter we've gotten for years, but it's, actually face printing tech now, which means the eyebrows are a little bit kind of printed, a little fadey, so I might repaint those, but I think it looks really good. And without further ado, let's get into the detail. Taking a look at Spinneret first, because I wanted to take a minute to take a look at this figure first, because obviously a lot of people are going to be here for the Spider-Man, but this MJ figure is no slouch by any means. I love this, especially after doing the mod that I told you about, that I've showed like 40 times now. I really love how this figure looks. Like, she's well articulated, obviously, besides the abs, because they just don't give the female figures enough ab crunch for some reason. I don't know why they won't just, because they could easily do this style that they do for this retro Spidey on the female figures, so I don't know why they don't do that. I hope they maybe do that eventually at some point. Like, that's the next step, because we've gotten the pinless, double jointed as well, and that's amazing, but we need some more ab crunch and stuff. I think that would just make the female figures that much better. But anyway, Like, looking at the spider emblem and just her deco on this is so beautiful. I love the red and white. It looks so nice. It looks really good. I really like it. There is no wash in the hair, at least from what I can tell. There might actually be a very light wash, but I don't think so. But it looks good. The mask looks really good as well. Her suit's actually very simple, but very nice. I really like it. Like, you know, looking at the back deco, the spider on here looks really good. We need a new female torso that doesn't have the couple of holes in it, to be honest. But I really like these kind of boot cuff things that she's got down here, as well as the shoes. I think they look... No, don't focus on Spidey. We're not talking about him right now. But this looks really good. I love this. And now taking a look at Peter, hoping MJ doesn't fall right here. There we go. This, you know, of course, is like the star of the show, because it's not only another Spider-Man, which, you know, we love. We, of course, you know, we love getting so many Spider-Mans, but he's pinless. We finally have a pinless Spider-Man. Oh, we finally have a pinless Spider-Man, which looks phenomenal. It's so nice, and he's so sturdy, and he looks fantastic. His eyes look wonderful. The spider logo looks good. The back spider logo looks awesome. All his deco and everything like that is printed on very well. And I know a lot of people are very excited about the toe joints, which toe joints, they're only acceptable on Spider-Man. So you're not going to hear me complain too much. They're only acceptable on Spider-Man for me. Every other figure should not have it. All right? I'm saying it. I'm locking in my answer on that. Starting off with MJ's articulation with this head sculpt, since she has the shorter hair, it can go up all the way, can go down all the way. Then if we bring in, here, I'll use, because I don't want to pop that other head off, so we'll use the original MJ head, which actually, a lot of people might want to see how that looks on here. So, I actually think that looks pretty good, to be honest with you. I like it on here. It's a different red, though, so it's not too great. But can go back, not really. Go forward, down, decent amount. Starts to get out of the way. But then, as for her shoulders, they go up that far, which is really good. Go all the way around, rotate, bicep swivel, of course. Double jointed elbows that go up all the way, which is awesome. All sets of hands go back and forth and rotate. As for her torso, like I said, you know, we need better articulated female torsos. Can go that far forward and that far back, which is not great for spider people. It's just not good. But, you know, maybe we'll get better in the future. As for the legs, though, go out that far. Really good for spider people. Can go that far forward and that far back, which is really good as well. Thigh swivel, double jointed knees, which are pinless, as I said, which are very sturdy and they feel fantastic. And they go back that far. You can actually get her to kick her lower back, which is really cool. No boots or something like that because it's the standard female legs. And then, but the feet can go back that far, up, all the way, and then, of course, ankle pivot. And now as for Peter, his head, it's not on the disc hinge, obviously. It's still on the Retro Spidey buck because the torso and all that's the same. The only thing that has changed is the shoulders, maybe, and the arms. I think the shoulders have changed. The shoulders have changed, and then the arms and the legs. And, of course, the feet. But his head can go up that far, which is not too bad, but not too great, you know, especially compared to the Amazing Fantasy one. Can go down that far. Tilt, rotate, of course, you know, like I said, it's the standard ball peg of this original Retro Spidey mold, which, speaking of, while this head's off, let's put on the Peter Parker head so you can see what that looks like on here, which this looks really good. I like it. His shoulders go out that far. Go that far forward with butterfly joint, back that far, rotate, bicep swivel, double jointed elbows that go up almost all the way. Decent amount, not all the way. But all sets of hands go back and forth and then rotate, of course. As for his torso, it can go almost all the way forward, which is so good with both of them. It can go all the way back. And then, of course, you know, it's a diaphragm joint, so it can go any direction that you please. His legs are dropped down because, of course, it is the Retro Spidey mold. So can go that far out, that far forward, but then it starts to jut out a little bit, that far back, which is not at all. And then thigh swivel, double jointed knees that go back that far. Boot swivel, of course. And then his feet go back that far, up that far, ankle pivot, and then, of course, toe joint. And now onto some size comparisons. Bringing in the other 60th anniversary stuff that I have for the comic-wise stuff. We have the Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man and then the Iron Spidey, and I think this looks really good. As I said in the Amazing Fantasy review, you know, this is supposed to be teenage Peter Parker, this is a little bit older, plus he's in armor, and then this is adult Spider-Man. So I think that this looks really good across the three of them, and then MJ, obviously, she's a little bit shorter than Peter, than the original Amazing Fantasy. She's obviously a little bit shorter than him, and just, I think this is a pretty solid height. And then here they are next to the MJ body with the Renew Your Vows head on it. And then the Symbiote Spidey that came out earlier this year. And I think this looks really good as well. And then, of course, as always, here they are next to the retro Captain America, and then the next Mezco Netflix Daredevil. Overall, I adore this set. This is so fun. It's the perfect Spider-Man that we've always wanted. You know, he's got the pinless. We don't have to worry about the red and blue on the insides. You know, this is the perfect adult Spider-Man, or you can use it as whatever Spider-Man you want it to be. And then this MJ, the upgrades to the head sculpt, and being able to switch the hair because I had 2 sets is really awesome. And the Peter Parker head, which I'm going to repaint the eyebrows. But all the accessories that they come with, you know, they come with everything that you'd want them to come with. And it's just, if this is the only Spider-Man that you ever get, like, period, I'm talking about across any line, across any company, ever. If this is the only Spider-Man that you get, this is a great choice. It's so good. It's got the toe joint, which I know a lot of people were very excited about. Of course, the pinless, like I said, really solid articulation, comes with everything you want it to come with. And then it comes with, you know, it's a 2-pack with Mary Jane. Like, getting, you know, that's the couple. So, yeah, it's a really good set, and you will not be disappointed in any way by it. So, unless you obviously get one that has a print deco problem, then, you know, I hope that you don't. So, yeah, that's going to do it for me, and I will catch you all in the next one. See ya.